guys, Roy here at Predator Games again, and it's time for another review. Now this one has got a real place in my heart. This is a real favourite of mine, yeah. I don't know, I'm sure most of you have heard of the series, but maybe have not tried it, but oh god, I just love this game so much. It's going a bit over the top there, sorry. It's We Love Katamari on the PS2. It was released, in Europe in 2006. It's a sequel to Katamari Damacy on the PS2, which unfortunately was never released over here. But you can get it now if you got a Switch. It's on the online store, and I'm going to do a review of that next. But like, it's brilliant as well. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those games where when you explain to people what you do in it, they'll be like, "What are you on about? It sounds a bit crap," you know. But once it gets it's hooked into you, it's just brilliant. So the thing is with We Love Katamari, right? As I say, it's a sequel to Katamari Damacy. For me, it's the better game, and this is integral to the very first Katamari. First Katamari Damacy has just an amazing soundtrack. It's so catchy, it's brilliant. In fact, it's probably the first time I ever bought a CD soundtrack for a game. I'm probably showing my age there by saying a CD, but don't know about you guys, but I like to have the physical media thing, so I still love buying CDs and everything, yeah. But yeah, the soundtrack for the first game is it's stunning. Yeah, people say this, but it's before its time, and it's just brilliant. The soundtrack in We Love Katamari, the sequel, it's not as good. There's a few songs that are a bit like, they're a bit too weird, yeah, but it's still a really terrific soundtrack, and it's one that some of the songs are so catchy and they're brilliant. I mean, I've got a level here that I'm going to show you quickly, just to show you the basis of what the gameplay is. Basically, right, so a Katamari is a sticky ball type thing. In it, you star as a prince who is, as you see this guy just here, he's the king of the cosmos. From the first game, you've suddenly got loads of fans on Earth, and the gist of the game is you as the prince are walking around on Earth, and you bump into a character, and he'll be like, "I want you to create a ball of," one of the levels is flowers. So then you go up to the King of Cosmos, and he tells you what you want to do, and there's a lot of... It's very Japanese, very, very quirky. Some of it's a bit like, what's that about? Yeah, but it's got a real charm to it, yeah. The King of Cosmos will say some little gist about what's going to happen, and he'll say something weird and random. I can't really think of anything to tell you. It sounds daft coming from me anyway. And then you'll go into the level, and he'll give you a time limit, and in the second one, there's different objectives for different levels. Like I said, one of the levels is you're collecting loads of flowers. This one that I'm going to show you here there's two twins, I think they are, and they're obsessed with sweets, and they want you to make a Katamari, a ball consisting of sweets. So this, as you'll see on this, you roll the ball down a hill. The twins are sat at the top waiting at a table, and they want you to make a ball of sweets and then roll back up and roll them into the ball. So in the game, your ball starts at a certain size. It can be really, really tiny. So as you're rolling it around, you can only stick things of a certain size in. But the more things that you stick on it, obviously the bigger the ball it gets, which means that then you can stick bigger and bigger things. So you could at the start and be rolling around and you're sticking paper clips, something like that. But as the levels progress, and even in certain levels, you'll be starting at paper clips and then go right up to humans, and there's parts where you're rolling up planets and skyscrapers, all the while the amazing soundtrack's playing. So catchy, it's brilliant, yeah. The controls can take a while to get used to. I mean, I've not played this for about a year, something like that, maybe a bit more actually. And they're easy to pick up, but they're quite hard to master, if you know what I mean, yeah. But once you get into them, they're fantastic. The camera can get stuck sometimes, but I think anybody who plays this will forgive that, because it's so utterly charming. It's a huge amount of fun. It's just brilliant. I mean, in this second game, We Love Katamari, there's a 2-player option as well. Having no friends, yeah. I've not ever tried that, so I can imagine it's a lot of fun though, because in single player it's brilliant. Yeah, so graphics are great. It's a PS2 game, so they're not like amazing or anything, but they don't need to be, because basically you're just rolling a big sticky ball around and sticking stuff to it. It's a huge amount of fun. It's got a lot of replay value. There's a lot of unlockables on there. You've got the prince's got cousins who are randomly in levels, and if you roll them up, then you can. It don't really add much to the gameplay, but it's just another charming little quirky thing. I mean, as I say, the game is incredibly Japanese. Originally as well, I'm not going to try and pronounce the original creator's name, sorry. The first game was just going to be a one-off, and I think just because it was so popular in Japan, they ended up making a sequel, which he was involved in. I can't remember his name, sorry, that's really rubbish of me. He was involved in creating this one as well, but there have been other games in the series. For me, they're the same game, but I don't know, they're missing something. It's weird. He's not been involved in making them though. He's got on to other things. I think a more recent game he's done was, I don't know if it was just on the PS4, it's called Wattam, something like that. It's not one I've tried. There was, again I might say this wrong, Nobby Boy or Noby Boy if you're posh. That was on the PS4. A bit too weird for me. I couldn't really get into it. Maybe I should go back to it. Yeah, but the Katamari games, they're just brilliant. A score, it's not perfect, but it's just a huge heap of fun, and sometimes that's all you need from a game, surely. Yeah. And it's not mega easy, but it's not difficult. It's got a good difficulty level as well. I might get some stick for this. I'm gonna go for a 9. It's just brilliant. Yeah, I'm going to show you a little bit now. You'll be able to see how rubbish I am as always, and just if you've got any comments about it, let us know. Unfortunately, we've not got one in stock at the moment. I've brought in my copy. You can guarantee if we ever did get it in, I would be posting that on Facebook straight away, because honestly, I love this game. Yeah, so I'll show you a bit now anyway. Yeah, just 1 second. Damn it, I've just pressed the wrong button as well, so that's good, isn't it? So yeah, let's skip all this and we'll show you in a second. As you can tell, we're very professional here at Predator Games. Yeah. So yeah, this is me finishing a level, so the king just gives loads of splurge about what you've done. We'll skip all that. The Katamaris that you make are then sent up into space to become a star, which are used later on in the game, which is rather cool. Yeah, so we'll just skip all that. It's probably just slated me for something because it's not big enough or something like that. You have these silly little sort of story things in between as well, which we don't need to see. So yeah, just a minute. Oh yeah, you can collect presents too, so you can't see me now, which is probably a good thing. So let me. So yeah, this is you. This is a prince. You're wandering around. You've got these people sat around who need some help. Just a minute. We'll try. When they want to speak, when they want you to make a Katamari, they'll sort of be saying hi, hey, something like that, and you go over to. Yeah, here we go. This dude here saying oi. Bit rude, isn't it? Yeah. So you speak to him. I want to skip all this. Yeah, he's asked us to make a ball. A Katamari as it is. Then the king will say some really weird stuff. As you can see, it's such a strange game. So we'll skip all that, we'll just go straight to the level. Yeah, I didn't really mean to show you all that, sorry guys. So yeah, the game loading with the king's head bouncing back and forth. You go into the level. So you're in a house. So just let's. So you've got 3 minutes. So yeah, sorry, you've got 10 minutes and you've got to make it 3 meters big. Obviously, you want to try and make it bigger than that. I'll show you a bit. I won't show you a massive amount. Yeah, I mean, I love this song as well. Just a second. Oh, so yeah, when there's stuff that's too big for you to roll up, it'll do like an alarm. So the bigger you get, you'll be able to roll them up. Here we go. Right, can you hear that soundtrack? Let's turn it up a bit. It does that when your ball gets bigger, so now you can stick bigger stuff to it. You've got a real sense of progression with it. This is one of my favourite songs off this soundtrack as well, it's brilliant. There we go. Oops. As you can see, the cameras can be a little bit dodgy sometimes, but you don't care. Once you get to 20 centimetres, then I'll be able to move into that section, which will take you outside. Just a minute, we need a bit more, we're on 18. Try and get up on this table if we can. Just a second. There we go. We're big enough now to go into the new area. The king just waffling on about stuff again. He's just telling you that this area is open now as well. So, I'll just quickly. Still can't pick up that cat. Oh! There we go, through the gap in the fence, it says we can't get in it, and then you're outside. Right, it must be like the messiest video game in the universe, just everybody dumps all the rubbish everywhere. A bit bigger again. Anyway, I won't show you anymore, could be here all day playing it. Yeah, so that's Katamari. We love Katamari, even as I say. It's a 9 out of 10, I'm afraid. Cheers guys for listening, and we'll see you all again soon.